At the same time, we are also a supplier to someone, no?
Yes, of course, and you're right because as a business, and that brings me to another aspect, and I would discuss that with you. See, what is the purpose of a business? What is the purpose of a business? Once we understand what is the purpose of a business, by default, we will also understand as to why it is necessary for all of us to be financially literate. The moment we understand what is purpose of a business, believe me, all the questions that we have about working of a business will automatically get cleared off, including of course he has asked this question in a lighter vein. He has asked this question in a lighter vein as to suppliers money with us, whether it is a pleasure or it's a pain. But once we understand as to what is the purpose of a business, even this question also will get answered. So what is purpose of a business? Please remember, purpose of a business anywhere in the world, irrespective of the industry, irrespective of the product, irrespective of the geography, is one single and same. And what that purpose
For
is,
long term.
and that
Flourishing for long term.
yeah, and that purpose is to create value by making profit. So purpose of any business and every business is same, and that is to create value by making profit or make profit by creating value. And that is the purpose of any business and every business across the globe. And so is of ours. Now, once we understand this, that we are in the business for creating value by making profit, all the questions and doubts are all answered. So, for example, we are able to produce whatever we are able to produce, and that is because our suppliers are supporting us with the supplies. And therefore, if our suppliers are supporting us, then we also have a duty to support them. And how do we support them? As they support us with good quality material, timely deliveries, we can also reciprocate the same thing by giving them payments on time. And remember, ultimately, what is the meaning of creating value? Meaning of creating value is very simple. All the businesses that we have across the globe have one single purpose, that is to create value. And that means what? That means make this world a better place to live than what it was yesterday with their products and with their services. And I'm sure you can very easily understand, if a business is giving good products, if a business is giving good services, that means that business is creating value. And please remember, any business that would create value will become more valuable. Any business that creates value will become more valuable. And when it becomes more valuable, that business or that company will start getting huge valuations even on the stock markets also. So that is, friends, what we have to remember, all of us, that purpose of a business is to create value. And how do you create value? You create value by making profit. Now, with this understanding, it becomes very easy for us. Why do we need to know what is P&L? Why do we need to know what is balance sheet? Why do we need to know what is cash flow? And we need to know all these three statements, because these three statements will help us whether we are creating value or by making profit, or we are not creating value by making profit. And that is the reason why we need to understand the profit and loss, the income statement, balance sheet, and of course the cash flow statement. And that is what we are going to cover in today. We have covered balance sheet, we have covered the income statement. Today we are going to look at, friends, two more aspects. And what
Sir,
those
I
two
have one doubt, sir.
what those two more I'll come to you. What those two more aspects are: number one is the cash flow statement, and number two is the working capital. Yeah, please go ahead with your question.